There was a time when I thought that having a fourth Toy Story was a stupid idea. Firstly, I wanted Pixar to make more original movies. I mean, Finding Dory and Incredibles 2 are pretty good, but when they came at the expense of potential original films from those two amazing filmmakers, one can't help but wonder. Secondly though, and this is the kicker, Toy Story 3 had a clear resolution. It put a satisfying lid on the whole ordeal. We didn't need another one. I mean, I wasn't asking for another one, but now it's here, and I've seen it. So what did I think? Part of the brilliance of the Toy Story franchise is in how its central concept is brimming with potential. It's a minefield of explosive ideas just waiting to blow up someone's metaphorical leg. In a good way, of course. Its world building has always been rife with invention, constantly expanding its lore along the way. But now for its fourth feature-length installment, it gives us something genuinely new. It gives us Forky. Hello! Forky alone is reason enough to return to this well. He's the answer to a question I didn't know I wanted answered, an answer which in itself raises 1,000 questions. Yet the fact is, they really went for it, and in the process justified the film's existence. That said, he's far from the only argument for making this film a reality. The franchise continues to explore the undiscovered corners of its world. We're offered a wealth of fresh and exciting ideas that flow naturally out of that original premise. We meet new characters whose outlook is cleverly shaped by their unique environments and experiences. And we enjoy catching up with Woody and Buzz in this new stage of their lives. Also added to the mix is a dark tinge of creepiness, which might just have younger kids second guessing the things that go bump in the night. And perhaps it will make them think twice before bringing their favourite toy to bed with them. As far as the story is concerned, I found it a little bit disjointed. It's not that there were moments when I wasn't invested, but there was a lot of back and forth as far as themes, ideas and plot that I did find myself craving a little bit more focus. There's also a character with sinister underpinnings that appear to be glossed over by the time we reach the climax. Maybe these issues will be cleared up with the second viewing. I don't know, although they didn't ultimately detract from my enjoyment of the film, so that's good. The only other issue I had with the film was the score. Aside from a hilarious new song by Randy Newman, it feels like the music is mostly concerned with hitting those familiar and nostalgic cues to remind us that we are indeed watching a Toy Story. I for one would have preferred for Toy Story 4 to have more of a musical identity of its own. Is it a nitpick? Probably, but I can't help but bring it up. Director Josh Cooley is a bit of a Pixar veteran, but this is his first time in the director's seat for a full feature film. A seat which I can only imagine is one of those slightly more comfortable office chairs, because last I checked these movies are still made exclusively on computers. And my word, can they get some beautiful images out of those computers? This film looks absolutely gorgeous, and the attention to detail is something else, especially the dust. The dust and cobwebs in this are so detailed, they had me searching my bag for the Claritine. Even just thinking about it. Now, I haven't seen the new Child's Play yet, but if you're planning on watching any film about sentient toys in the coming weeks, this is probably your safest bet. But despite my qualms about the film, qualms? I've never actually said the word out loud before. It's qualms, right? Well, despite my qualms about the film, it's definitely another triumph from Pixar. It's a fun, not to mention funny, journey with old and new friends, with plenty of surprises up its sleeve. It's heartfelt, heartwarming, and occasionally heartbreaking, because what's a Pixar movie if it doesn't bring the feels to the table? In any case, it's a strong recommendation from me, and a resounding, and don't forget to stay till the very end of the credits. Trust me, it won't leave you hanging. As always, you've been lovely. Till next time, motion peeps.